Yes, lads, JOEBILINE here, and we've got a new team of the week. Obviously, with my camera, I'll keep trying out different angles while I'm trying to perfect it. I've got a tripod on the way as well to try it, so the angle's going to keep changing. Audio may change here and there, because yesterday I went back to my normal mic, but it was a bit too far away from me, so I've moved it above, mic'd closer. But let's have a look who's in this week's team of the week. Rene, obviously that's me over to the bigger guns. So starting in the golds, we've got Vas. I can't say his name. Andy Carroll, Radovanovic, Sessegnon, that's his second in form for Sessegnon. We've got Bas Dost, Sirigu, Brahimi, Sergio Roberto, Immobile, and Koulibaly centre back is this week's captain. Let's have a look. Looks pretty decent actually. Ooh, big defending and physical and pace for the 87 rated man. Okay, cool. But today we're going to open one bundle and we're going to get this all completed. But also something that's happened is this last week's team of the week is now tradable, and obviously we packed Dybala, and at the moment that right wing Dybala, it looks like he's been listed for 3 mil. Got listed for 3.9, 3.6 and 3.4 after getting listed for 2 mil. So bank to be made there. Obviously we've got a lot of man. Let's have a look, because we want to see, because this is going to set a precedent. Is he going to start reducing other players, or because we packed a lot of some of the gold last week? So Isla Cuerdo got packed a lot of times. Braithwaite got packed. Let's have a look what Izzy's going for. So Izzy, IZQUI. 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 That should bring him up if we go left mid. 100k, 250k. So that's for 79. So it seems to be similar prices to what... It seems similar prices to what 79s already are, but could this potentially cause a crash? Because if we list these all now for 175, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, because I think that's a bit lower than what he actually is. Because we saw one for about 250 and one for 100. You may not sell at this, to be honest, but it's just an example. Because hopefully they'll sell by the time the episode's finished. Because if we look there, 150, oh no, it's getting bought for 150, but they're getting listed for 220, and then that one was relisted for 175. So maybe we've hit just above what his cap is. Lots are getting listed very quickly, so actually probably should have sold that for maybe 100, 125. We'll come back once we've opened a bundle and we'll see, but this could potentially cause a crash on certain cards, which makes Team Hero investing a little bit more risky as well. We'll have to judge how it goes, see if even potentially Team of the Week investing could become a thing, because maybe you buy the Team of the Week a day just after they've come out, when they get flooded on the market, and then maybe like a week or two later, as their supply shows up, maybe they start to go up then. That's something to look into and something to consider. But let's jump into this bundle and see what we can get. So 20k, 200, Navas and Coda. So not much to start with this week. Not much indeed. Let's hope that this one is phenomenal. Let's hope we're hoping for a phenomenal second pack. 235, Bacchus and Jananin. That wasn't very phenomenal, was it? Then again, if you're ever looking for the phenomenal one, you'd be looking for the phenomenal first pack, wouldn't you? Janin, elite already, and it's Sirigu, the goalkeeper, so that saves us on points. We've got ourselves an elite in the third pack. That is very nice indeed. It helps us out with obviously unlocking that player of the month point, because now we don't need to buy one of the elites, because none of the elites particularly interest us loads this week, to be honest. We've got other centre backs, so we don't need Koulibaly, although he does look good. Sessegnon, that's cool, and Janin again. I think Janin could be this week's Vidra, couldn't he? But it's been a decent start. Coda, double Coda. Okay, so obviously if a gold pops up first, that means you got lucky and no silvers. But what are we getting here? That's a dupe and Aguilar. Cool. Remember when I used to use him a lot in silver Mexican league sides, actually. 20, 185. We've already got him, and we've already got him. Yep. Janin is this week's Vidra, although we haven't got as much hate for him. And Coda's popping up a lot actually as well. Coda. I wonder what them prices for those Lolos are going to be called. Mamela and Jananin again. I don't even think his name's Jananin. Apologies if any of you do support Jananin's club and you keep screaming, stop saying his name wrong, Joe. Apologies for that. And we've got ourselves the Braga Danilo. Did he used to play for Real Madrid? Obviously the Man City Danilo did, but I'm sure he was one of the youth ones as well. Okay, that was the final pack as well. I didn't even realise. There's the elite point. Let's go have a party. And by party, I mean let's buy who we didn't get. So we need to get ourselves Rene. And we need to get ourselves Martin. Left wing Martin, 69 rated. I always like to have a quick look at the wingers. Nope, he's slow. Very, very slow. Not recommended. Not recommended at all. Right, let's move on to the reserves. De Silvestri. So he doesn't look like anything of worth. Big up JP. I'm sure you'll be happy to see Milicevic in Team of the Week this week, especially after missing that penalty against Man City, which could have caused Man City's first league loss, but it wasn't to be. Right, let's open this up, get ourselves a few points back and some coins, and then we move into the starters. We need to get ourselves Vas. We're going to use points for him. Going to let them elite Team of the Week points keep stacking up. But Vas could be potentially good for if we do get Danish icons, because obviously on console FIFA there's Laudrup and there's Peter Schmeichel, so he could be handy for future Danish icons if we get those. And it is kind of looking like we will get the same as console, and if we do, it'll be handy for that. I'm not saying it, sorry. We'll just call him Zabia because that's his first name. Good old Zabia, the centre-back, Spanish. Andy Carroll. Andy Carroll is an interesting one. Andy Carroll's been one of them players, like, he's very different, and always when he gets in good form, he then gets injured. And when he's in form, there's always that, like, should he deserve an England call-up? He's had a bit of a career of wasted potential, really, hasn't he? But that's life sometimes for footballers. It doesn't always go the way that you want it to. And final man is Radovanovic. Got some big physical and defending, but he's not very fast. And everyone wants pace in this game. So we can redeem this back to get a couple points back. Cool. And obviously we've already got started. Do any of them take our fancy? Not really. What's Immobile's stats saying? Oh, I wasn't expecting Immobile to be that fast. Okay, so he's getting obviously the +7 sprint speed boost, but still that puts him at around 87-ish pace. I'm sure Immobile is not normally that fast, but he's been super boost. Finishing to 89. He looks pretty good actually, but he's not cheap. But then again, we'll see what he goes out at next week in packs. It's an interesting one. We'll also have a go do. So that's the Player of the Month token claimed. So that's we're 2 in on Player of the Month. It's saying 3 again. So if that's the case, and obviously we complete it every week, that leaves us 2 Player of the Month tokens over to get ourselves some skill boosts or coins. Cool. But what I do want to have a look at, let me just put it up. Last week's player, let's have a look if he's dropped already further. Okay, he's dropping quickly. 50k. Okay, so yeah, he's not selling for what we're listening for. 50k, 97. 90k. It looks like he's already down to about 70, 90k. I think this could cause some position crashes. Let's have a look. Who was last week? Firmino was one of the players last week. He was a striker, wasn't he? Or was it a centre forward card? Let's cover them both off. And he was 82 or 83, wasn't he? Striker 83. So he's around the milli mark. Milli mark. So 850k. Okay, that's an interesting one. This is interesting to see indeed. Let's see if Dybala's dropped since we looked at him at the very start. Because I'm literally recording this as it's just happened. Diabola's being bought out. Okay, someone's buying them all. That's interesting. Someone's happily buying them all for 3 million. Do they know something we don't? That's intriguing. That's intriguing indeed. I know I didn't review him in the end while he was in points. I felt in the end like maybe I should just review him once we see how much his price is. So if you do still want to see a review, if you're interested, because if he's looking at going for around the 3 million mark, maybe 2.5, 2 to 3 million, let me know if you do want to see a review because you consider that price or not. And I'll hold off on keeping him for a little bit longer. But do leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new here, come follow me on Twitter at joebilineHD, and I'll see you all later. Peace.